guys, and welcome back to my channel. Good morning. It is Saturday morning and it's about 7 o'clock. I'm kind of talking quiet because Rodney's still asleep. He can sleep a lot longer than me. I think I've shared this on my Instagram, but I honestly don't know if I've ever shared it with you guys. I'm very easily prone to like headaches and migraines, and believe it or not, I will get them if I don't get enough sleep, which makes sense and I think is very normal for a lot of people. But I'll also get them if I get too much sleep, which is super annoying. So lately I've been doing that. Like, we'll sleep in on the weekends, and during the week I get up around 5 most days. So then I'll sleep until like 8 on the weekends, like just keep forcing myself to go back to sleep, and then I end up having a migraine or a headache all day. So today I was like, I'm not gonna let myself do it. My body did wake up at 5 and I was like, no, I think I'm okay, I can sleep a little bit more. And then I slept until like 6:45 and got myself up at 7. So no headache right now, which is really good, but super annoying. Like, not enough sleep migraine, too much sleep migraine. What do you want from me, people? But anyways, I do share more stuff like that on my Instagram. If you guys haven't already followed me, definitely give me a follow. You guys can learn a little bit more about me there, and I like to post a lot on there. But specifically in today's video, this is gonna be the last video of the December series, which is a starter kit to get you guys going on your fitness journey come January. We've talked a lot about movements within the gym because it's so important to have good form and know what you're doing so you guys make the most out of your time in there. But we haven't talked a whole lot about nutrition, which is just as much of the battle as actually doing the workouts. So today we have to go to the grocery store anyways, so I figured, why not vlog the weekend? It should be super fun, but also show you guys our grocery run to give you guys some really good ideas on what you guys can buy come January to get you guys started on your journey in your nutrition and get you guys some healthy foods. You don't have to have plain bland food if you're eating healthy. We've been changing up our recipes actually a lot lately, which has been super fun. This week I made like a spaghetti squash recipe. Last night I made like an enchilada casserole, and I've never done something like that. So it's been really fun and it's really tasty, minimal ingredients, clean foods, but a lot of different flavors. Just know that even when you guys are trying to eat healthy, it can be food that tastes good. You want to create what we call a healthy lifestyle. That's all what I preach. Healthy lifestyle. People probably get really tired of hearing it actually, but why I think it's so important is because if you do a diet and cut a bunch of things out and then you always want those foods, or you absolutely hate the foods you're actually eating, it is only gonna last so long, and then you're gonna be like, this is terrible, and end up going back and eating the old way anyways. So creating foods and eating foods that you actually thoroughly enjoy but that are nutritious and make you feel good is always the way to go, because it's something that is a little bit easier to stick to. But anywho, since I'm up early, I'm actually gonna do some editing on my other vlog. So if you guys haven't already, go check out those other videos. And if you haven't, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I do really appreciate it. It does support me, and I don't want you guys to miss any future videos. They do come out every single Monday. Let's jump into a wonderful weekend. Here's the dealio, my friends. I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store and put a little makeup on. I'm not a makeup gal. I don't put it on very often. And right now there's a new mask mandate, so I'm like, half my face is covered. But I honestly do feel a little bit better when I put it on, and it doesn't take me very long because I don't do anything special. So we'll go ahead and go through my makeup real quick. I already kind of washed my face off. Sometimes I put lotion underneath. Sometimes I just put a little bit of primer depending how dry my skin is. It's actually not very dry right now. I'm kind of surprised. So we're just gonna jump into it. This is the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Honestly, this stuff I do highly recommend and was recommended, and this is like Makeup-y world. It's so nice. It's really light on your skin, has 50 plus SPF, and it just like sits, it doesn't make me look cakey at all, doesn't make me look like I have a ton of makeup. It evens out my skin tone a ton. It is a little bit expensive, but this thing lasts me forever. Granted, I don't wear a lot of makeup and I don't wear it that often, but like I've literally had this for so long. So you only need a little bit and it goes a long way. That's it. That's all I need. I do like half a pump, put it all over, good to go. And that is it. Hopefully you can notice a little bit of a difference, but that's basically what I do when I want to put on makeup. Literally takes me 5 to 10 minutes. Pretty much just like to like enhance, but I'm not a big makeup gal in the sense of like, don't do a lot of eyeshadows or eyeliners and stuff like that, but I'd be open to learning, to be honest. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. But we now need to pick an outfit. I almost always wear leggings and stuff, but I don't know, maybe I'll throw on a pair of jeans. Who ain't she? Some jeans, some Air Forces, and a sweater because it's snowing. Be back. Let's go to the grocery store. Back from the grocery store, and let me tell you, this is a massive grocery haul. But I wanted to show you guys some things that we get to stay on our nutrition, to be able to cook at home, have nice home cooked meals that help to fuel our bodies and help us to see results in the gym. When you guys are starting to get into nutrition, it can be super duper confusing. So what you're gonna do when you go to the grocery store is stick to whole foods. And what that means is stuff that is not processed. Natural things, things that haven't been added with a bunch of sugars, chemicals, all of that stuff. The more you stay on the perimeter of the grocery store, the better off you're gonna be. When you start going down the aisles, that's where you're gonna get all the stuff that's like chips, candy, cookies, all that kind of stuff that's all processed. But when you stay on the outside, you get a lot more fresh produce, vegetables, fresh meats, stuff like that, and that's where you're gonna wanna stick to. That's really gonna help you in your nutrition. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got. We usually go to the grocery store every single week so we can replenish with fresh vegetables and meats. But hopefully this is gonna last us like 2 weeks, get us through Christmas, because shopping right now is absolutely crazy. I was gonna take you guys to the grocery store and actually film in the grocery store and explain to you, but the fact that we went grocery shopping now, which is the week before Christmas, just wasn't gonna happen. So as I put our groceries away, I'm gonna show you guys some of the things we get. And we're gonna go kind of in order based off types of food. Like you guys have maybe seen if you guys follow me on Instagram, we pretty much build all our meals with a protein source, specifically a lean protein source, some kind of vegetable, some kind of carb, hopefully something that's natural and not quite as processed, and then we like to flavor it up with sauces and seasonings and stuff like that. So that's basically how we build our meals, and that's how we grocery shop as well, so we can have those macronutrients as well as some micronutrients. Let's start with our proteins. So first up, we like seafood a lot. They don't always have salmon, but when they do, we do get a whole salmon fillet. This is awesome because we'll cook it all at once, and then we can have leftovers for like lunches and stuff, but super good protein source. Also a lot of healthy fats. We've been getting some little steaks I don't know, round steaks, cutting this up, making tacos, stuff like that. Chicken sausage and turkey sausage to add extra protein to some of our dishes and add in rice. This is a new addition. We don't always get bacon, but every once in a while we'll get bacon. Like I've said before, healthy lifestyle people, this isn't necessarily a healthy staple for you, so if you're really trying to get on track, not the greatest, but not the worst also if you like a little extra flavor and you're only having it on the occasion. Then for our main protein sources, we eat a ton of chicken. So we got some chicken breasts as well as some chicken thighs. And like I said, it's important that your sources of meat are coming from lean protein sources. So beef is totally fine, but go for the lean ground beef. This is gonna be the percentages that you look at. So there's like 80-20, which is not so lean. And then the one we got is 93-7, meaning 93% of it is meat, 7% of it is the actual animal fat. The last two things that we got is more seafood. We got a bunch of tilapia fillets as well as some frozen shrimp that we can throw in for easy lunches and stuff like that. Also, you guys might be thinking that's a ton of food, and it totally is. So you don't want your food to go bad. All you gotta do right after you get your food from the grocery store, if you want to freeze some of your meat, it'll keep it, help it last longer, and then you can just pull that out whenever you're going to use it. The next section we're gonna move on to is our produce section. So this is gonna be like our fruits and veggies. We got some fresh green beans. I love to cook these up. We always get kale and spinach to throw into anything. Asparagus, Brussels sprouts, some avocados for like avocado toast and stuff like that in the mornings. 2 Fuji apples, the best apples that exist. Broccoli, a giant spaghetti squash. If you're curious what to do with this, I posted a little recipe on Instagram, but you can kind of make it into like noodles, so go check that out for sure. And then we also get some bananas, of course. I love bananas. 1 thing of frozen peas and carrots for if we ever run out of veggies and just want to toss that in. And then one of our favorite things for like desserts is frozen fruit. So we have some berries and a mixed fruit mix. That was all of our produce section. I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about why we get bagged kale and bagged spinach versus fresh, as well as some frozen peas and carrots. Basically, having fresh spinach and fresh kale can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to honestly like wash, cut up, throw into your meals, and we really want to have some quick veggies. We tried these bagged ones out to see if they still were as fresh, and they honestly are still pretty fresh. Greens, as long as we keep them concealed in like a Ziploc bag, they stay good and fresh. It's a lot quicker. So if you're one of those people who's like, I love all these nutrition options, but this is still gonna take me a long time to cook and I don't have time for it, these options are super quick. The peas and carrots are still gonna give you nutrients. You literally just pop them in the microwave for 5 minutes. You don't have to touch them and they're ready to go. Spinach and kale, you can cook down or have it raw if you like salads and stuff, and you don't have to do anything to it. Rinse it off, call it a day, it's ready to go. So if you're one of those people who are worried about time management with fresh vegetables, not having time to chop it up, those are definitely good options for you. We are gonna move on to the dairy, carbs, and all of our extras, and that'll finish it up. Okay, so for our carbs, we definitely eat a lot of white rice. White rice is a good, cheap option. Definitely recommend. We've recently been getting into a little bit of beans. Not typically bean people, but we've been getting black beans. People do mistake black beans for protein sources. It is definitely a carb, but it is a carb that has protein in it. Definitely a good option as well. And beans can sometimes take a long time to cook. If you look it up, people have them soaking for like hours. We cook ours in the Instant Pot. It takes 30 minutes. Don't have to have them soaking or anything. You literally can put them straight from the bag with a few cups of water, turn it on, they're good to go. Next thing we have is pasta. Now this is something that is processed. I don't necessarily tell people they have to stay away from pasta, but don't make this your predominant carb source. Try and get your carbs from more natural sources. Like a sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are awesome. They also have a ton of nutrients in them. So we have a sweet potato, and we also love our regular potatoes. That's basically the carbs we always get. I've got 2 other carbs that I don't normally get, and that is going to be a flour. Sometimes we like to throw flour into like random baking stuff or to create sauces that are a little bit thicker. There is a lot of different flours out there, and this one specifically we haven't tried yet.
It is a keto wheat flour made out of wheat, but the macros are pretty decent. So for a 4th cup, it's 110 calories, 2 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and 17 grams of protein. It's basically made out of a wheat protein, so extra protein within your flour. So we'll give this a try. Definitely look for stuff like this in your grocery store, but they do tend to be a little bit more expensive, so just be aware of that. And then the last thing we got, super not normal, we never have this around the house, but for Christmas, I'm gonna make pot pies, so this is just pie crust. For dairy, we always have Greek yogurt on hand. This is non-fat Greek yogurt, a great protein source, great for desserts. Throwing the frozen fruit in there. Some mozzarella shredded cheese. Unsweetened almond milk, beware. Sometimes people think just because it's almond milk, all of a sudden it's healthy. Not necessarily. There's a lot of almond milks and different things out there that are full of sugar, so highly recommend you getting the unsweet versions. There is vanilla versions that are unsweet as well, but just look out for that. A dozen eggs, and then all of our extra fun stuff. So we get Alfredo sauce. Honestly, Great Value Alfredo sauce is wear it out. We've never found anything else with macros like Great Value Alfredo sauce. So when you guys go grocery shopping, this is where it gets a little confusing, but I do have a YouTube video on how to read nutrition labels, and this will help you a ton. When getting stuff that's canned and processed like this, it's not as easy as just getting fresh vegetables. But on here, it's gonna show you the ingredients and show you the macros. And this Alfredo sauce for a 4th cup is 50 calories, 3.5 fat, 4 carbs, and 1 protein, which is like incredible. Honestly, most Alfredo sauces, what, 200 calories?
Yeah, like 130.
Me and Rodney both read them, but like 130 calories and usually pretty high in fat and carbs. So just look out for that. My obsession, which is peanut butter, natural peanut butter. Peanut butter is another one of those things that you want to read your nutrition label, because if you get the typical, I hate to always hate on Skippy, it's just the one that always comes to my mind, but typical Skippy peanut butter, it's full of sugar and oils when peanuts naturally have oils. So you want to get natural peanut butters. Look at the ingredients mostly for a peanut butter. This one is peanuts and 1% or less of salt. There's also ones that say strictly peanuts. Get one of those too, not the ones that have palm oil or have sugar added to them. Fun fact for y'all, because you probably know that I love peanut butter. I also really like almond butter. I really like nuts and nut butters in general. We used to always buy almond butter at my house back home, like with my parents and everything. And when me and Rodney got together, he thought that that was absolutely terrible. He's also a big peanut butter fan, and he kind of grew up with the traditional Skippy peanut butter, you know? Most people do, whatever, super good. But then we got together and I was trying to change his ways and bring him over to the natural almond butter side. That didn't fully get there, but he does like the natural peanut butter. So we kind of had a compromise. So we don't get Skippy peanut butter, but we also don't get natural almond butter. And now we compromise to delicious natural peanut butter. And I'd say we're both pretty good fan. I know it's still a little bit different of Skippy. I think he still misses it a little bit.
I prefer with honey.
Still prefers it with some honey, something a little bit sweeter, because you can tell the difference, but it's still, it's really tasty, so it's worth it. We're almost done. I know this has been a long time. Okay, next up is salsa. Again, read the nutrition label on stuff like this, because some of it can have tons and tons of added ingredients and stuff that you do not want in your body, but others can be fairly clean like this, where it basically is tomatillos, peppers, water, and then a few seasonings. So it's really not too bad. And then you can make actually like tasty chicken, not super bland chicken. You do get chicken broth and beef broth. Don't use these all the time, but sometimes it's fun to cook your rice in these instead of in water. And last but certainly not least, things I have on the daily: coffee for the morning. Don't hate on the Folgers. Rodney's a big fan. And tea for the evening. I drink tea every night. We just picked up some chamomile tea for our stocked up tea cabinet. That is it.
That was a lot of things, but like I said, just want to give you guys some ideas of what you can get in the grocery store. When in doubt, stick to the perimeter, stick to Whole Foods, and if you guys need help reading nutrition labels because you do like more of the stuff that's like canned or already processed, then go check out my video so you guys can learn how to read nutrition labels. You guys will get going on the right track. I will tell you, cooking from home, cooking with natural food sources like this will make the world of a difference in your nutrition. If you can get this going come January. Rodney is a testament, we both are. We've both really transitioned our eating and constantly been cleaning it up since we've been together, and our bodies have been responding pretty good. So definitely reach out if you have any questions. We love talking about nutrition, but simplify it. Here are hopefully some staples, some things that can give you guys some good ideas when you guys head to the grocery store. And head to the grocery store. Try not to go eat out too much. Anyways, I'm gonna put everything away and we're gonna get on with our Saturday. And for lunch, I'm actually gonna make that spaghetti squash recipe. I'm going to make the spaghetti squash recipe. If you guys wanna check it out on my Instagram. Hey guys, it is much later in the day. We did all that fun grocery shopping and I hope you guys got some really good info. Sorry for the noise, we are cooking. We're always cooking. But I hope you guys got some really good info on how to grocery shop, some tips and things that can make things a little bit more simple so that you guys are filling your body with nutritious foods, things that are going to help you reach your goals when you implement the lifts that we talked about the past few weeks. And then you implement this nutrition into it and you guys are just gonna see your results skyrocket, and I'm so excited. So I hope this has helped you guys with a starter kit to get ready for your fitness journey come January. Go after your goals, reach your goals. Remember, we are building a healthy lifestyle, which simply means something you're gonna stick to for the rest of your life. That is always my goal, is to help people create something that's sustainable, that helps make them happy and feel their very best. Came up with my little mantra. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is on my online coaching business. That is to feel healthy and find happy, because that is what I think is super duper important. It's not about going on a special diet for 2 weeks or doing your 1 month of workouts come January 1st, but something you guys can actually stick to. If you guys have any questions, as always, reach out to me. If you didn't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.